Halo Sobat Alipers semua, dimanapun Anda berada. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bagaimana kabar kalian? Semoga kalian masih diberikan kesehatan, kemudahan rezeki, dan dilancarkan segala urusannya. Amin. Oke guys, seperti biasa, untuk beberapa menit ke depan, saya akan menemani kalian untuk melihat para reaktor luar negeri untuk mereaksi Mas Alip Ba Ta. Jadi kita akan melihat skill-skill Mas Alip Ba Ta yang sangat fenomenal, dan melihat para reaktor luar negeri yang akan terkagum dengan permainan Mas Alip Ba Ta. Untuk kalian yang ingin menonton video originalnya, seperti biasa saya sudah sertakan link di kolom deskripsi. Tanpa banyak basa-basi, kita langsung cek videonya bareng-bareng. Ini dia.
I was actually going to react to a different video by Alip Ba Ta because I've seen other people have reacted to his videos and I've seen him popping up on my search, my For You page kind of thing. But I've never checked out any of his songs or material, shall we say. I was going to do Bohemian Rhapsody, but then I saw he'd done a cover of Love of My Life, which is probably my favourite Queen song. Certainly my favourite Queen ballad anyway. And I love this song. I absolutely love this song. So that's why I chose this one over Bohemian Rhapsody. As much as I love Bohemian Rhapsody, this is a little bit different. So I'm just going to go straight in. Now, I am classically trained. It's been a long time since I played classical guitar, but I am a finger picker on my acoustic, so I can kind of relate to that side of it. Although it looks like in this video you might be using a pick, but we're going to see. We're going to see how this sounds. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. It's had like 6 million views or something, so let's get stuck in.
Which is another great track.
Wow, that's nice.
This, I see it every reaction, but this guy is so talented.
This is beautiful.
Effortless for him.
What's really nice, I want to try and pause it as little as possible. However, there's things I want to talk about as well. So if you want to see the original in full, obviously go and support Alip by watching his original video. It's really nice styles and techniques he's using. I'm not going to use any technical terms too much because I want everybody to kind of enjoy this reaction. But what's quite nice about not just finger picking and using the plectrum as well is that he's able to give a lot more of a drone effect on some of the notes. So where he's got some of the notes he's playing with an open string, well, there's a capo, but where he's playing, just letting the note ring underneath the melody, it just adds a bit of flavor and a bit of color to it. Normally without a pick, I would do that as a flamenco style where I would sort of spin my fingers like that, which you see a lot in Spanish music. But this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this version of it. I like the sort of hybrid style of pick and fingers as well. Big fan of that. It's really nice. And he's doing the song justice. was nice. That's really nice. That was lovely. There's a couple of things I noticed about his style that I really enjoyed, because I'm a big fan of the percussive style of acoustic playing, this all-in-one instrument that you get from people like Tommy Emmanuel, Newton Faulkner. They're the two that kind of Eric Roch is another one, who was Newton Faulkner's guitar tutor at one point, I believe. But one of the nice things about this style that Alip Ba Ta's playing is you can tell there's more of a classical influence, because I always say that he's not afraid to use his little finger. So where there's certain notes that most sort of, if you're not classically trained, you would probably naturally go for this ring finger here, because it's more, it's got more power behind it. It's easier to, I say easier to use. But on a classical guitar, compared to an electric or an acoustic, it's a lot harder to stretch. So you would naturally use, and nylon strings as well are easier to press, so you would use your little finger more. And he does this a few times. There's a few little pieces, little bits where, I mean, you will use it for voicings where there's a lot of different notes in the chord. But if there's a few little slides, like here, he probably could have used his first and third here, but he chose to use his first, second, third, but he chose to use the fourth. And he's got some hammer-ons and pull-offs and things like that. It just reminds me of a classically trained guitarist. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, and it's got a nice sound out of that guitar as well, with that that microphone there as well. This is a really beautiful cover. I'm gonna have to check out more of his stuff. I'm gonna have to check out his Bohemian Rhapsody.
Sangat luar biasa sekali guys. Itu tadi videonya membicarakan Mas Alip Ba Ta memang tidak ada habisnya. Maka dari itu, untuk skill-skill Mas Alip Ba Ta selalu menjadi incaran para musisi dan para reaktor luar negeri. Semoga video ini menghibur. Untuk kalian yang ingin menonton video originalnya, saya sudah serahkan link di kolom deskripsi. Saya akhiri di sini. Panda Ryect pamit. Jangan lupa ngopi. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Alipers. Bye.